Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm sorry, we are running late. I know we are just starting it at 4:23 instead of 4:15. I apologize. We had some technical issues. So, here we are. Are you guys ready to learn how to boost your child's immune system? So that's what we're going to talk about. I hope that the school has started and even though our children are not back in school in person, this is also the time as we start going into cooler weather, as we go into fall season and then the winter. A lot of kids start falling sick. And so I thought this would be a good time to do this. Hi, Kiran. Thank you for joining me. So the things that we need to pay attention to when we talk about our immune system is that our immune system is not something that's just in one part of the body, right? The immune system is all over, but specifically we can say the digestive system is a big component in that, as well as the lymphatic system is another big component in it as well. So these systems, if we start paying attention to them, then we are going to be able to see a lot of results. So today here with me is Vaidya Meenakshi. She is an Ayurvedic physician. She's going to join us and give us some cool, amazing tips to get our children's immune system strong as well. So going into what I was talking about, so what are the things that we can do today to get our children's immune system strong? One of the things, if you already are not doing it, if you have a child that's less than 10 years old, then go check if they're having a bowel movement every day. I know this sounds like such a, silly thing even, or maybe something gross, but just believe me when I say this, that this is super important. A lot of children grow up not even knowing that they have to have a bowel movement every day or what it's supposed to look like. So show them, what their bowel movement looks like, ask them to pay attention to it, and ask them to come and report to you what it looks like from time to time. This is a good conversation to have, not a dinner table conversation for sure, but a conversation nevertheless to have on a regular basis with your child. And if you have a child over the age of 10 who may not really want you to see their poop, and I get it, so at that age you can ask them, you can just tell them or even show them pictures of what a healthy poop looks like, and then tell them, to look at it and ask them to report back to you what it looks like. Ask your children if they are pooping every day, regularly. Even if they are 13, 14, 15, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing personal about it, until they get it, like they know that they have to do it every day. And once they do, then you can let it go. Because I've seen time and time again, even adults who don't know that they have to have a bowel movement every day, and they think it's okay if they didn't have a bowel movement for a day or two. And that can be super detrimental. So always we want to do simple things, right? Simple things can have a huge effect on our health. So pay attention to that. Make sure that your children are eating a lot of seasonal vegetables, seasonal fruits. They have immune boosting properties. The way the weather as well as the soil helps us is there are a lot of minerals that are being absorbed by different kinds of plants at different times as they grow in different seasons, and they bring out the best. For example, asparagus usually grows in the spring, and that's the first one that comes out. And that one has so many minerals in them because through winter, most of the things are not growing and people don't get as many minerals. So that's the reason why that grows first. So that's how amazing nature is. It actually has a certain kind of a rhythm to it. And if we follow that rhythm, we are going to get the benefits from that as well. And then get enough vitamin D. Go out in the sun, go out for a walk, go out for a bike ride. These are all things that are going to help the immune system be stronger. And when you get moving, it also helps your lymphatic system function better, which means that in turn it helps your immune system function better as well. So these are the things from me today. And one other thing that I would remind you, you can also get zinc. Zinc is another one that will help keep the immune system strong, and children can take it as well. And so those are the tips from me. And now I will hand it over to Vaidya Meenakshi, and she'll take over.
Thank you, Sowmya. Thank you so much. So when we talk about the immune system, actually in Ayurveda we say that it is a Bij Bhumi concept. Bij means the seed, Bhumi means the soil. And soil you can correlate with the immune system. So if the soil is strong, means the immune system is strong, then the child or the adult will have the capacity to fight with all the pathogens, no matter what bacteria, what virus they come across. So how we can make it strong? Through, as the Sowmya said, through strong digestive system. How we can build the strong digestive system? First of all, I would say that go for a seasonal fruits and vegetables, as the Dr. Sowmya also suggested. The benefit of having that is whatever in abundance in nature, that is going to get absorbed quickly by your gut microbiome. So, little bit example, for example, now we are heading towards the fall, and then we are going to go towards the winter season, right? The clothes which we are wearing right now might not be suitable for that weather. So in that way, the diet also has to be changed according to the season. So that, always remember that, because that diet is going to helpful for building up the immune system. There are gut microbiomes which will be helpful in digesting the complex carb, complex starch during the fall and during the winter season. That's why you see that all the root vegetables are in abundance by nature during the fall season and during the winter season. So include that. And as Dr. Sowmya suggested, go outdoor walking and exercising. Exercising is also very good. Always talk to your kids about the importance of having the exercise. These days, kids are very much into the virtual classes as well as the gadget time. So a little bit of outdoor walking, cycling, and getting in the form of natural sunlight, that is very important to boost up your vitamin D, as well as vitamin D is directly linked to your immune system. Plenty of water, elimination is also very, very important. And here also I would like to emphasize on the right type of diet. So when you are hungry, then only the kid should eat. So when they are hungry, then only. Not because we want them to eat so many snacks, because that is going to disrupt the digestive system. It takes approximately 4 to 6 hours to digest the meal. Now, let me explain in a how we can explain to the kids also. So, if you are cooking the food and pot of meal is half cooked and you are adding more rice or more chicken or more veggies into that, that part of meal is never going to cook properly. So that's how the stomach is. If the previous food is not digested properly, and if we are adding more food on top of that in the form of snacks, then that is going to disrupt our digestive metabolism. And also sleep. The third factor is sleep. Sleep is also very, very important. So whenever it is essential for the kids and for the adults as well to build up the immune system, to have a plenty of sleep. In Ayurveda, we don't say that you need 6 to 7, 7 to 8, because everybody is different. Everybody has a different body type. So there is a concept of body type, Vata, Pitta, Kapha, 3 life forces which give rise to 7 type of body types. So everybody needs a different amount of sleep. But when we sleep, our body works as a cleansing house. It cleans the system and it helps in natural detoxification as well as building our immune system. So here the importance of the sleep. So these 3 things, when somebody follows, like right amount of diet, seasonal diet, eat when you are hungry, sleep when you are sleepy, and you should feel when you get up in the morning, you should not be feeling very heavy or you should not be feeling very lethargy. That means that you have a good amount of sleep. And also plenty of water. I cannot emphasize, for all the kids, the juices are not good, because whatever comes in the box, wherever you cannot read the ingredients, those have the additives and preservatives. So instead of the juices, go for a natural fruits. And when you chew the food also, the salivary enzymes mixed with that food, and it breaks down the food, and then the stomach has to work less. And that's how we can build up our immune system.
That's awesome. Thank you. So the things that I will actually reiterate what she said, especially when you get these boxed juices, if you read, sometimes it may not say preservatives, and this is something that I want to reiterate because some of them will say natural flavors, and natural flavors can mean n number of things. So don't go by natural flavors and think, oh, this is natural, so this must be good, and give it to your children. Try avoiding all these boxed preservative full of, or even if it's not preservative full, it means that it doesn't have anything to give you. Because if you think about it, take a whole food and put it on your counter at maybe 98 degrees or 95 degrees and just leave it there for a few days. Whether it's a vegetable or a fruit or a meat or dairy or eggs, doesn't matter what it is, just leave it there. Without refrigeration, it's going to spoil, right? That is the nature of food. Food has to spoil. Anything that doesn't spoil can be retained on a shelf or even in your refrigerator for 3, 6, 7 months is not food. You shouldn't be eating them because our immune system is comprised of our microbiome, and our microbiome helps us digest so much of the things that we eat as well. Our system, like our digestive system, does not have the ability to break down cell wall of the plants, and every single plant has cells that has cell wall around it, and these cell walls can only be broken down by the bacteria in our gut. So if we are not really feeding our bacteria, we cannot have a good digestive system, and bacteria are good bacteria, and there are plenty of them that take care of us on an ongoing basis, and so we need to be eating these kinds of foods. So when we eat, as she said, vegetables and fruits, these are called as, many of them are called as prebiotics. What that means is they act as food for the probiotics or the good bacteria. So which then becomes postbiotics, which actually helps us with our immune system. So do focus on that. Do not, and one other thing that I wanted to mention when she said about water, I think it's a great point. The water is so important. And as we go into the fall and winter season, it'll be better for your children to be drinking warm water. And that too, if possible, not just if possible, absolutely, it should be clean water. So there was this, there's this testing machine that I have. And in that, you can actually measure the parts per million in water. And so what I was doing was I was actually measuring it in our tap water. And then I measured it with the reverse osmosis water, and then I measured it in the refrigerator filter water. A lot of people drink water from the refrigerator. And when I measured it, what I found was that the refrigerator filter, there was only a little bit of less dissolved substances that are not good for you compared to the tap water. It wasn't relatively safe at all. It was just a little bit better than tap water. But when we compare that to the reverse osmosis water or any kind of clean water, then it is radically different. And we need to realize this because there is there is fluoride in your water, there is chlorine in your water. All of these are going to take out iodine, which is also an antioxidant that your body needs for a strong immune system. People get depleted of these kinds of nutrients very quickly just by drinking water. And then there are many other things. And there is a website called as ewg.org. And on this website, you put ewg.org/water. And you would be able to type in your zip code and you would see what are the things that are dissolved in your water and how much it exceeds the normal limit that's allowed. So that you can understand what's in your water, what's in your tap water. And I hope that you are not really drinking that water or giving that to your kids, because we are drinking plenty of them and we all know water is good for us, and we drink it and it's going to hurt us. That's not really a good thing. And also chlorine and fluoride in this water can also kill the bacteria. The microbiome that we were talking about just a minute ago, it can also kill that because that's what it's meant to do, which means that we are getting rid of the good ones on a regular basis. So this isn't going to be helpful either. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. If it's for Meenakshi, I'm sure she'd be happy to answer them as well.
Definitely.
About the immune system, if there is anything, that you want to know, whether you can do, or should do.
And here I would like to add one more thing. Skin is one of the main component of your immune system. So for the kids, for the adults, if we can do the self body massage, you can take either sesame oil. Sesame oil is very good, being rich in calcium, absorbs very quickly in the body. You can use olive oil also, or grapeseed oil also. Any oil you can use, and do the massage for your kids to improve the circulation, as skin is more related to not only the circulation, immune system, as well as to the lymphatic channel also. So when you do the gentle massage for the kids or for yourself, you are moving the things, and that's how it helps in detoxifying naturally and build up the immune system.
That's a very good tip, great tip actually. And I don't know if you know this, but this is another thing that could be worth mentioning about. When you do the sesame oil and do a self massage or a massage on your children, you can actually go ask them to go stand outside in the sun. And at that point, the absorption of vitamin D becomes even more because of that whole process that we have done prior to that. So that can also improve their vitamin D absorption, especially for most people who are vitamin D deficient. So this can also be done by adults, not just children. Okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Until the next time, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.